All right, it's June 18th, 2022. You're looking down over the French Broad River here in Hot Springs, North Carolina. Yeah, this is a beautiful river. You can see some floats tied off down there in the distance. See if you can see them there. Yes, people getting ready to have a little cool day here in the river. There's a campground right over to the right where people can camp. They have a lot of festivals in there. But it's a beautiful river, and a lot of people like to come here and whitewater kayak. I've done the same myself, and have paddled down this river many times and pulled out here at this campground. Yeah, it comes in up through Asheville and through Marshall, North Carolina. We just left there, did a town center video there, and comes on up through here to Hot Springs. And for a long time, this bridge and this road wasn't here, and you had to come up along the river. It was just, would have been a little animal path at first, and then a trail that the Indians would have took, and then finally the settlers would have took. Eventually they made it wide enough for wagons and built the Bumpkin Turnpike, come up from South Carolina, I believe, and on up here into the northern parts. A major trading route at one time through here before the bypass was built. Well, eventually trains made their way through here and everything else, but I'm not going to bore you with the history too much. We're here to check out this town center, so let's get started. As you know, we're on a quest to visit every town center in the state. We definitely want to come up here and get this beautiful town that I've been to many times. Yeah, a lot to do here. They got the river, like I said. You can whitewater paddle. They have a campground, fishing, festivals. Appalachian Trail comes through here, right through the middle of town. So every season when people make their start, head north, they'll cross through this town, resupply here, take a break here. A lot of people like to ride their motorcycles through here, just like you see. But the original draw to this area was just the land and this hot spring that boiled up out of the ground over here on the right. See if we can cross over. Yeah, the wind's blowing a little bit, so I'm going to try to watch that audio gauge. Hopefully we won't get too much racket back and forth. But yeah, they discovered that hot springs, but at the time they called it, well, the Indians discovered it first, and then the settlers came through and they discovered it, and they called it Warm Springs. The area was known as Warm Springs back then. So I don't know if it was because the hot springs are not that hot. Maybe they were just warm. I've seen the resort say around 107 on their ads, but I've seen people do reviews where they thought it was around 90. So you just have to check on that if you want to see. But people didn't really come for the hotness back then. They come for the healing powers of the hot mineral water. And so innovative people took advantage of that, and they built a great big resort that stood out there. And people from all over, people from different parts of the country, the who's of the time, they came up here and stayed in these resorts. And then of course, and the train come through. That's really what brought people in. They come up from Asheville and they're on the train different directions, I guess. But the first one burnt down, I think, and then they built another one. I think there was 3 all total. Beautiful resorts over time, and they still got a little resort down there you can stay in and rent rooms and all. And you can just go down there and stay, use the hot springs, or you can get a room down there and stay overnight as well. And they're in hot tubs is what they're in. They're not like in a natural ground spring. Check them out. A lot of people have loved it. I'm assuming. I've never been down there to do it myself. All right, let's continue on. This campground building looks closed, but I see people in there camping, so I don't know what's going on there. It's season. It's in the season. Here's somebody coming out. Maybe they just got a new office down there or something. Yeah, I see it's open. See people down in there now. Yeah, a lot of hikers will come through and camp out at that campground, take a break from the trail as they come on through, or they'll stay at one of the many hostels in the area. All right. Well, let's go on up. We'll pick it up as we cross the railroad tracks here. So here's their historical marker. It says Hot Springs Health Resort since 1800. Name changed from Warm Springs, like we talked about, in 1886. And then I forgot to mention that it was an internment camp for Germans in World War I, and that was out through here. And they actually built like a little, the Germans that were here built themselves a little German village out through there. I saw pictures of it, and you get a chance, type in Hot Springs, North Carolina history, and they'll show you some of it. It's amazing what they did in the time they were here. Yeah, French Broad Adventure, so they got an outpost there where you can get you a raft. Ooh, somebody coming in now. Maybe that's what that family's checking in too. Got a little caboose here to represent the train. The train was big in this town and many others. Yeah, it was hard to get up through here from Asheville back in the day. Risky, talk about people riding horses and falling over the edges, things like that. Can you imagine the weather? I'm trying to stay right along that river so you don't have to go up too high and get too steep. Some rugged people. But yeah, this was a major town for the time. And then of course the bypasses kind of cut them off from what I read. And now it's kind of like a little tourist town, which I think is better. And I love coming here. I've been here, like I said, many times. But it's been a few years for sure, so they'll have some new shops and things to look at that I haven't seen, I'm sure. So what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? Yeah, a lot of people coming in here today. Let's shoot over. Across these tracks, many people have traveled over the years. I just want to see this sign. Springbrook Cottages, right down the road there. Yeah, I can't go that way. Let's go down this left side first. Check it out. Plenty of parking in town. All right, got the Iron Horse Station, Inn, restaurant, tavern, shop. I don't know if you can stay there. It says Inn, maybe you can still stay there. More likely it's just a restaurant and artisan. This is Artisan Gallery and Marketplace. Inn, restaurant, and tavern. I know a lot of taverns used to have rooms. That's what they were back in the day. You know, a tavern wasn't just a place to come get drunk. And you can get food and a place to sleep overnight as you traveled through some of them dirt roads and trails between towns back when travel wasn't as easy as it is today. Alright, let's continue on. Go around the corner. I can see this parking lot's filling up since I come in and walked down to the bridge there. Got some little vendor tents set up. I don't know if we got anything going on today. Motorcycles coming through. Yeah, my wife and I used to tour on motorcycles too. We'd ride in big crowds like that, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Some beautiful bikes coming through there. This is the Hot Springs City Hall right here in this building. Let's walk on out through here. This is the Iron Horse Station. That's the south entrance on South Andrews here. Here's some property. Let's check that out. Yeah, $2 million right there. $1,009,000. $349,000 for some land. $597,000. $249,000. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the prices are on up there. Here's their public library right here, like that. Here's a look across as we go along. What we got here? Hot Springs Lunch Diner. And then got advertisements on the side of the building. Love these old buildings, the stone buildings there. It's nice. And a wine shop, fine foods, gourmet grocery, and craft beer. We got Bluff Mountain Outfitters, which all the hikers use, I'm sure. Great store in there. People say, get out of the street. Get out of the street. Spring Creek Tavern over there, and there's some parking behind there, it looks like. Yeah, I guess this is Spring Creek right here. I don't know if it's called Hot Spring Creek or not. Can't remember. Might be. Yeah, just a beautiful creek. Rolls out through there. Beautiful, beautiful. Just a beautiful blue sky day. Somebody's moving. Got a truck loaded down. Got Gentry Hardware here. I bet they've been here a long time. Looks at this building. Got the shovels out. All your needs right here in town. I love it. Let's go on out a little bit further. You can see some of the houses here in town. This town is not very big. It's surrounded by national forest, and so that's kind of helped protect it and keep it down to size. This is the Hot Springs Welcome Center if you come to town, so if you want some information, I bet they'll give it to you. We're not going to go in there today, but I do want to walk up through here. The restrooms are out of order and they got porta johns for you. At least they got something. I bet this water fountain don't work. Oh, it does. It's a miracle. They've turned them back on, or they've always had theirs on probably because they got some common sense. But a lot of times I go to, they've got them things turned off and ends up forcing you to buy them water bottle and plastic water bottles that end up in all our rivers and streams. When all you need is just a little sip sometimes. You are here, so you can see there's where we are, and there's that beautiful national forest all around it, protecting it. The Pisgah National Forest. And you can hike up there like that guy is and look back down from the mountains and see the town. Most likely, I know I've hiked up to where we were earlier on the other side of that bridge. You can hike up, and they got a Lover's Leap there, and you can go up higher and look on the Appalachian Trail and look at some of their lookouts there and see the town. It's just beautiful. I mean, there's some short hikes. Yeah, there's Lover's Leap right there, what you're talking about. And then they got a drive you can take on 2570 east of the French Broad. That's cool. There's that road, what it would have looked like. Let's see if I can focus you on that a bit. That's what that road would have looked like back in the day. Coming down through there. Yeah, probably focus a little bit better there. Anyway, we got a little library there. Let's reset this. We got a little library right there for you. What is this? 50th anniversary of I guess the Appalachian Trail. Somebody put that there. That's cool. It talks about travelers coming to Hot Springs since the 1700s. It's a real joy that's still enjoyed today. Based on all the Springs had to offer, Elegant Mountain Park Hotel pulled people by rail to this small mountain town. Featured a quarter-mile glassed-in veranda, steam heat, gas lighting, an elevator to 3 stories. Woo, big-time ballroom stage. I bet they was all dressed up for that. A newspaper article related that the hotel was first class and the table cannot be surpassed by any in the country. So that's cool. There's a look we talked about earlier. Look, if you go up on the mountain, you can look down there. And there's what that hotel would look like. There's some rafters and all. All right, let's continue on past the employee parking here. There's that porta john, I guess, if you need it. All right, I guess we'll get on out here to the end to the what would be the standard size of the regular part of town, so I'm not going to go any further. We've got Alpine Courts there, and they got some more businesses out there, I'm sure. Here comes some more motorcycles through. So that's cool. Well, Hot Springs Rafting Company right there. And I imagine them hostels is back that way as well, up in these neighborhoods. They got all these vendors out here today for some reason. Well, that's an added attraction. It looks like the guy behind me's got a yard sale going on. Let me cross there. That was nice of him. Yeah, got the vendors going on through here. All kinds of crafts. It's nice. How you doing today? Good. Yeah, get you some quality homemade soup, shave soap, beer bombs, laundry and dish detergent. That's good they got that going on out here, letting the people sell their crafts and items. Love small independent businesses, you know that. If you follow my videos, you know that. If you just started, you'll hear me say it a lot. It's a cool little shotgun looking house. It's long. I guess it's a house. Is this a house? I like it. Yeah, I would say it's a tiny house, but it's long. It's pretty big. Let's look out and see here. Yeah, that's the back of that parking lot where I parked back there. Yeah, it's pretty long, pretty long. People eating out along the river here. At Spring Creek Tavern. Oh, the bikers coming in, they're gonna get some food. No pizza today though. Creekwater Inn. Online bookings available, so I guess you can go back here and stay at this inn right here. Let's go check it out. We're in town, might as well throw them a bone and everybody see what it looks like. Yeah, there they are, right on the creek there. That's nice. I like that. Right here in town, across from the, is that the Outfitter or the Hardware? That's the Outfitter. Yeah, that's cool. A lot of people moving about. Great day to ride, no doubt about that. Yeah, got some suites upstairs. I don't know what's in them. Maybe you can rent those out. And they're back at the wine shop again. For some reason they're closed here. Don't know why. Maybe they went out of business. A lot of people here. I would think they'd have plenty of business. Big restaurant. Definitely the place to be on a motorcycle today. How you doing? Get some tie-dye shirts right there. Is this something they do every weekend here, or is this something special they got going on?
Yeah, they do it every weekend if the weather's permitting.
Okay, good. That's a great thing, isn't it?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, well, good deal. I appreciate it.
There's another little batch of booths usually down here on the
Yeah,
road.
I saw them down there. That's great. He got y'all set up.
Maybe Friday, Saturday. Down here could be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm thinking today's the first day anybody's come out down
Okay.
here.
Okay. Well, good deal. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, so like you said, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they set these out for these guys. Fresh baked breads and pies, quail eggs, hot sauce, barbecue. How you doing? I see it. I'm good. You just made my stomach growl. What you got back there?
Home shirt.
What is it?
That's a honey butter.
Oh man.
I've got a garlic butter, but I sold my last one already. That's already sold. So it's
Yeah.
garlic.
Yeah, he was telling me you guys are out here every weekend doing this.
Homemade salsa.
Okay,
Fresh chips throw with it up front.
great. Got it
All
all.
the breads, pies. Everything was baked yesterday afternoon.
So you make it all.
My wife makes it.
Well, that's even better, right?
The hot sauces. We've got barbecue rubs, hot sauces, extracts. There's a homemade balsamic vinegar up there. Rubs are all down in the corner.
Okay.
down there.
Well, cool. Hope you do a good business.
Quail eggs.
I saw that. That's what caught my attention on that sign. There's the quail eggs if you want them. You take care. Hey, how you doing? That's some jewelry. Yeah, Yeah, that's cool. A lot of friendly people here. A few more businesses down here on the side, so let's go check them out. Tap room here. Oh wow, look at that motorcycle. I love the paint job on it. Alright, so we got the Big Pillow Brewing right there. Got some music playing, getting ready for everybody. And everybody's coming. That's awesome. I'm gonna go on back just a little bit more because I don't want to leave nobody else. That must be just a public building. But you can park all down through here, and I'll park right back up in there. Let's see back up to town, take one more look through there. We're back up on the tracks now, looking out toward the French Broad River where we started. You can see a bicycler down there riding down the road, and all these cars coming in past the Hot Springs Resort. There's the campground again. Of course, here's the track standing right in the middle of it. They brought so many people here. There's the Iron Horse Station where we looked at that, and the rest of this beautiful town. All those motorcycles down through there. Coming to enjoy the day and spend a little money with those friendly vendors all up and down through the town here. I love these small towns like this, and you're going to love Hot Springs, North Carolina if you come here. So I hope you enjoyed this tour. If you did, I appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all take care.